What up, what up, what up, y'all? How y'all doing today? It is Tuesday and it is 9 p.m. So you already know what tea is, right? We are here for our NFL weekly report, the finale, y'all, but don't get too sad. We're gonna be back with y'all, okay? So make sure you hit the Detroit Fan Report subscribe button, okay? We are here and we are ready to talk, y'all. First, we gonna get into it. All right. Chris, how you doing tonight, brother?
Doing well since I had surgery on Friday night.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I
Well,
had heart surgery. No, it was an emergency thing. I went to the hospital with chest pains and couldn't understand why. And they said that I had a blocked artery, so I had to have
mm,
surgery immediately. So yeah, and then I had to
oh,
go back to work 2 days later. So welcome to the military.
oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad you were here with us and you cool and good to see you. Good to see
Yeah.
you. All right,
Mhm.
all right. All right, who we got next? We got Gridiron. What's up?
What's going on? Happy to be here. Really happy to be here because I missed last week. I'm excited to talk Super Bowl with you guys.
Cool, cool. Good to have you. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. All right. And last but not least, we got Big Bandit in the building. All right.
I'm not last. I'm not last.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
Uh
last. No, for real, I ain't. I want to introduce you to
oh,
Sergio.
oh, hey, how you doing?
I get in my car to drive home, and I get this alert from one of my boys, and I said I have to jump in.
Period. Okay, and your name is Sergio. Okay, well, happy to see you. All right, Sergio. Well, now, Bandit, is anybody else coming, Bandit? Or are you last but not least this time?
That's all the magic tricks I got today.
All right, y'all. Well, how is that? Look, I just want to know. I want to check everybody's mental health, and I want to check everyone's status right now. It is what, Tuesday, so a couple of days after the Super Bowl. Okay. Um, look. It ain't even much to say, is it, y'all? It really it's a lot to say, but not much to say when it comes down to elaborating on this part. So let's just get right into it, okay? Let's get right into it. Your thoughts about the Super Bowl, just everything. The game itself. Sergio.
The game brought me back to my youth when every game sucked. You know, look, I think a lot of people underestimated how the Chiefs were able to get through that game with Buffalo, having the issue on the offensive line. The one thing that Buffalo could not exploit was those tackles. And ironically, I thought Houston, who's got a much better pass rush, did a really good job of making them work and exposing the issue that they had there. And obviously, the Eagles, with that front, they just were able to basically dominate the game and control it from jump.
Okay. I feel it. I feel it. All right, Gridiron. What's your thoughts?
I was a little surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that if the Eagles were gonna win, that it was gonna be a game like what we saw. If it was gonna be a close game, I really believe that the Chiefs were gonna be able to pull it out, and that an Eagles win would entail a blowout. And that's kind of what we saw. Yeah, so I was a little surprised. The Eagles' defense played well. The secondary was all over the wide receivers. And then that offensive line for the Chiefs, they just couldn't keep up. Just the speed of the front seven of that Philly defense really showed. Even when Mahomes got out of the pocket, somebody was right on him. So they came to play, and they didn't. They blitzed very seldomly, if any, in that whole game, and the amount of pressure that they got on him was ridiculous. Their blitz rush lanes were kept very clean, so that when Mahomes did get out of the pocket, there was always somebody there. So really, just a great great effort by that defense. I mean, Jalen Hurts is great as well.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I totally agree with a lot of that. A whole bunch of that you said. So all right, moving on. Chris, what you think? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, at first when that offensive pass interference took place, I thought we were going to get more of the same that we thought we knew we were going to get of the Kansas City and the refs. Then after that, I mean, it was all Philly the whole way. Even their substitutions, when they substituted guys in, you'd think that at least it would diminish a little bit, but no, they were just still getting the same pressure. Like nothing changed. I mean, Patrick Mahomes was seeing ghosts out there. He was having all sorts. It even changed the way he was throwing the ball. Like when he threw that first pick to Kobe Dean. I mean, it wasn't even close. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know who
rough
he was.
to-
I saw who he was throwing to behind him. Well, that is not typical.
Yeah.
But Patrick, yeah, I mean, their defense was on point. Jalen Hurts played a really good game as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bandit, what's your thoughts on Super Bowl?
Man, I didn't expect Patrick Mahomes to have a bad day like that. Watching the whole game, the whole time, I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, the Chiefs about to come back. Chiefs about to come back. Chiefs about to come back. And it didn't happen, man. Like, kudos to that Philly defense, man. They didn't just play good. They played great, man, for real. You had the rookie get an interception for a return for a touchdown on his birthday, man. You feel me? So shout out to Kobe Dean. You feel me? You had it was just good play on that defense. And the one defensive lineman did it right when his contract year, so you know he's gonna get paid this year. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a defense win championships, man. Defense win Super Bowls, and that's what showed up was defense.
Absolutely. I agree with every single one of y'all. Like, I mean, I was in awe for a minute. When it got up to like, what was it, 24-0 or something like that? I was like, this is crazy work. But I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic at the same time because I wanted the Eagles to win. I really did because y'all know the whole thing with the refs and Chiefs. Now, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not going to put nothing out there like it's true or nothing like that. But it does tend to seem like that at times. So when you beat them and the refs, that's a big deal. I'm happy for them. They played from beginning till end. I mean, they started off like that, and they witnessed the weaknesses. How many sacks Pat Mahomes? How many times he goes to the ground? I think 5.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
5 or 6. It was crazy. So kudos to them. Hey, may the best man win, and the best men were the Eagles. So kudos to y'all. Hey, Jamal. Okay, no problem. We see you. We see you. All right. So yeah, we did mention it was a bad night for Pat Mahomes. Definitely a bad night for Pat. A bad night for a couple of guys. Are we doing a halftime show right now, or what are we doing? What we doing next?
Oh, we was going to talk about Mr. Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Should he retire?
Should he retire, y'all? The way he played, well, the way the whole team played, but we'll get into that in a minute. Okay. Gridiron, what do you think? What do you think about the Travis Kelce? Should he retire? What should he do?
I mean, selfishly, I'm going to say no because he's on my Dynasty fantasy football team.
Okay.
But realistically, I mean, you can tell that he's getting older. I mean, Father Time is always going to win that battle. Do I think he still has something in the tank? Yeah. Do I think it might be a good idea for the Chiefs to maybe draft somebody in the second, third round that has a lot of potential that he might be able to help mold into, the next guy up for a year? Maybe that might be something that could work. But also, I think it's going to be much like what Jamal is saying. I think it's going to be hard for Travis to retire on a team that didn't win the Super Bowl. I think he's going to look at what happened to his brother, how Jason retired, and then the Eagles win the next year. Whereas if Jason would have just stuck it out and did one more year, I mean, I don't see it changing. I mean, he was better, if not just as good as the center that they had this year. Do you know what I mean?
Correct.
So I don't see that changing. So I think he's going to look at that example and be like, maybe we'll stick it out one more year, because they know that the problem is he knows that they're always going to be a top contender, right? As long as he plays with Patrick and Andy, they're always going to be contending, and that's going to keep somebody playing a lot more than if they're on, you know, a team that's not winning, 3-win, 5-win team. So I do think I did see that the cap thing was brought up. I do think that's easily they can cut him, but I mean, let's be honest. Travis Kelce, if he wants to play, he's not going anywhere. They will move that cap space into a signing bonus, and then they'll save cap that way. They'll just move it into a signing bonus, spread it out over a couple years, and do it that way. So he's realistically, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's got one more year in him.
Okay. All right. Sergio, what do you think?
Kelsey's going to stay. Let's be honest. He still finds a way to get open in short space. I thought he had a huge drop in that game, in that first drive, that really set a tone. But, you know, we watch guys like Antonio Gates late in his career become touchdown machines by simply playing inside the 20. I think the bigger issue for the Chiefs moving forward is the issue that's been going on for 2 years. The fact that Patrick Mahomes has not been good, guys. Mahomes has not been good. He's been good 5 or 6 plays a game. He's basically been the Robert Ory of the NFL the last 2 years of football. If you look at his numbers,
if Tom Brady was playing behind that offensive line, he wouldn't be able to win with that offensive line.
Listen to me.
You can't put that all on Patrick. When he never had time in that pocket, bro. That defensive front was eating them up.
No. Forget about yesterday, and forget about the play. Forget about the Super Bowl, and forget about yesterday. I'm not blaming him for what happened yesterday.
That's the same low line he had all year.
I disagree. I think he, the last 2 years, has made a lot of terrible mistakes with the football. Mistakes that have not come back to bite them in the ass. I watch every snap, obviously, because I got to break it down for my show, and I do it. And I like Mahomes personally, but I do not feel he's been half as good the last 2 years. And I believe that he's got to play better. Decision-making has been terrible.
Okay. All right, Chris, what do you think?
Hey, Bandit, I can't remember. Are we going to have a Patrick Mahomes topic?
Yeah, you want to have a Patrick?
That's okay. I'll talk back about him again.
Is there a topic before I stop talk?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to talk on the tight ends then. Okay. So I think Travis Kelce will probably stay. I will tell you, he's only about 800 yards away from Jason Witten for second all time for tight ends and receiving yards, and he's only 3,000 yards away from the all-time record by Tony Gonzalez. There's a chance that he will stay if he can get if he can get close. I'm telling you.
3,000's a lot.
Okay.
It is a lot. It's probably 3.5 seasons. Maybe if he has one good season, it could be 3, but it's probably 3.5 seasons. But I'm just saying, he'll pass Witten next year if he has the same kind of year this year. Probably pass him. It's gonna be real close. But he is a little bit left in the tank. Like you said, Rodriguez, he could be a red zone threat for touchdowns come the later part of his career. So that's still a possibility. But I think he'll stay next year. I don't think he'll retire.
Okay. All right, Bandit, what do you think?
Man, he wanted to propose, man. and walk in the sunlight with this girl afterward. He was trying to propose. He was gonna retire after this year. You feel me? He was gonna sit back and let her go on tours. He was gonna sit back and stay at home and collect his check. But he played the Eagles, man, and they tore all that from him. So I don't know.
Kelsey is close to being in Zach's stage of his career. Okay, so I'm sorry. Oh, I think his mic went out.
It is your turn.
My bad. I just dropped the mic. But do I know if he retired? I don't know. I really don't. But I think he is a step slower though. He took a step back. So.
Mm-hmm.
Should he retire? I think he should. But is he gonna retire? I think he will.
I agree with you on that. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think this season. Well, because this season alone, I don't think I haven't seen him do anything phenomenal like he has in the past season. I don't think this season will determine that. I think he still does have a few years left. You know, I don't think he should retire to me. I think he's okay. I think, you know, he'll be fine. I don't know. I don't know if he will, but I personally don't think he should get out the NFL right now. I think he's okay. I think he'll be okay. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but he has a relationship with Taylor Swift. And I love her, but some, you know, when you're in relationships, stuff, it could go to your mental. It could really determine on how you produce and how you perform. So, you know, beautiful girl. I love her to death, but, you know, that might have a little bit to do with it, and no shade, but y'all know me. I'm a think about everything. I overthink a little bit, but I think he'll be fine. I think he should stay. Hopefully you do, Travis. All right, y'all. So we going into Mahomes, correct? It was a bad day for him. It was a bad day for him.
So
I've never seen him play at that type of, yeah. I've never seen him. I don't know. It just didn't look like him to me. He kept getting sacked. He was running for his life, poor guy. And like y'all said, I know that O-line was looking like a team that I won't even mention right now. But I don't know. Saquon, Lord Jesus. I was looking at Saquon Barkley on here. I apologize. Sergio, well, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about Mahomes, you know, his bad day on Sunday?
Well, like I said before, I believe that the problems are deeper than the other day. I'm not going to hold the Super Bowl on his shoulders because I knew going in that offensive line was not going to play well. Mm-hmm.
Is he frozen?
I think he's frozen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh. Is he back?
I don't know. Jamar with left front post picture part looks damn good, but check out that backside of her. Oh Lord. We all know it. Yeah. That's my girl. She had my favorite colors. She looked great. She looked cute. But I know. Oh, Sergio's gone. Okay, we gonna move on. Wait.
You back now, Serge?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Now, what was you saying? You had.
No. I said that. You know, I think with the money on the table, if I have to win a game, 5 plays have to be made. He's still my guy. Mm-hmm. But that's all he's doing every game now. He's become a game manager who makes the 5 good plays. Look at his numbers. They don't lie.
True. You're right. Okay, Gridiron. How do you feel about Pat Mahomes' performance and his bad day on Sunday?
He did not play well. I think a lot of that had to do with his line. I think it's really impossible to play well when you got people breathing down your neck the whole time. But at the same token, that's what they worked with the whole year. And he was able to make those 5 plays every game, just to win the game. And this one, it finally coin flipped the other direction finally. The Eagles were able to make the plays. The ball just seemed to bounce their way. I mean, Patrick was getting stepped on by his own lineman. He was getting sacked. He would get the ball and start running. He wouldn't set his feet to throw. I mean, he didn't trust who was protecting him. And it's hard to play well at all whenever you can't trust somebody who's trying to keep. And the Eagles' D-line is huge. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, they're big boys. And they ate up. I think it was more so the line that played bad than Patrick. I mean, Patrick doesn't have the best stats, but the dude wins. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's what you look at, right? It's wins and losses. His stats weren't good. I had him as my fantasy quarterback this year. He didn't do great for me at all. Reluctantly had to pick him in like the 6th round. Didn't want him, but he was the best guy available, right? And I kind of, because the writing's on the wall, you kind of know what you're going to get from him. You're going to get at least an interception a game. And maybe next year with more chemistry with his wide receivers, maybe, with the young ones like Worthy, if they keep Marquise Brown. Sounds like he might go to Buffalo, though. I know Buffalo is real big into him. So, I mean, we'll see if they can build chemistry, but you're going to have a chance every year with Mahomes.
True. All right, Chris, what do you think?
You on mute, Chris?
You're on mute.
Okay. All right, now I can hear myself better. So with Mahomes, I mean, yeah, you're gonna win. You're gonna win games with him. You're always gonna have a chance. My thought is that I'm agreeing with Sergio. I've seen a deep drop, and I won't say deep. I'll say I've seen a drop off in the last 2.5 years, actually, because the reason why I see it is because people always compare their quarterback to like Mahomes. Well, you have this quarterback. He's not Mahomes, but everybody always says, well, everybody throws picks. Everybody throws incompletions. Nobody. But I've noticed more and more that Patrick Mahomes makes bad throws. Like he'll throw it way over somebody's head, and it's not to throw it away. Like he legit threw it over their head. He has not done nearly as well as he did his previous 2 or 3 seasons. He is not looking good at all. And he's dependent on that line. Dead period. He is depending on that line. And that line didn't look so good against – they're good against average teams, but they're not good against high-powered defenses. He's going to have trouble if they don't draft better offensive linemen. They're going to have trouble. Patrick Mahomes is looking I won't say pedestrian. I'm not going to say mid, like everybody likes to use that word, but he's not the quarterback that he used to be. We'll see if he continues the same play next year. He's what's it called? He's topped out. He's at his peak, and so I mean, who knows? They need a better line, and they need more better receivers, route runners is what they need. But that's my 2 cents.
I'll say this before I jump off. Think about this. The last 2 years, the big conversation about the Chiefs is more about their defense than the quarterback play.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, y'all. I mean, who we got? I'm sorry. Did we have someone?
Boy, we got a mess of people in here now. I love it.
I can't see. I'm so blind. I can't see. Oh, Drew and who is
we
that?
got Jamal.
Steve. What up, though? Drew.
What up, though? What's going on, y'all? What's happening? What's happening, y'all?
Okay. Well, we gonna.
Is that snow? Is that snow?
In my house?
No, out the new breed. That looks like snow on his.
Oh no, this is sweater. This is my sweater.
Oh, okay,
It's just the design.
I thought you were outside and it was snowing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well, we gonna ask y'all too. Let's get into it. Jamal, how do you feel about Pat Mahomes' horrible day on Sunday?
I mean, well, that's just. I mean, well, let's look at Patrick Mahomes as a whole. Okay, how many times have you seen Patrick Mahomes stay in the pocket and had a clean pocket without having to run for his life to make something or pull something out of his ass? He's done that so many times that it's almost there. It's almost like okay, we're used to seeing that.
Hmm.
He doesn't sit in the pocket for very long because that's not his style. But it would be nice for him to like have a clean pocket where he ain't got to move so much. All he got to do is just step left, step right, maybe go outside the pocket just for a little bit. But most of his passes that he be getting off and how things be happening with that Kansas City Chiefs team, he just he just he's scrambling and then he's just making something out of nothing. Quarterbacks can't hold their receivers for very long down the field. So most of his throws are like, they take about 10, 11 seconds sometimes just to get off. Now,
Hmm.
granted, he's a strong dude to get down. Let's not forget that. Patrick Mahomes is a hard dude to tackle down to the ground and tackle. But but the Philadelphia Eagles had a plan for him. Keep him inside that pocket and put him on his ass. And that's literally what they did
Yes,
all night.
it worked. Yeah, that's literally exactly how it panned out. Steve, how you feeling about Pat Mahomes' horrible day Sunday?
Well, I mean, it happens. I mean, sometimes, you can't play a perfect game every day. So you have one of these games where some teams just have your number. And it happened. I mean, when it kind of remind me, of, what the Giants did years ago with, in '07 with, Brady. So it kind of remind me something similar to that. They was putting pressure on, like Strahan and all them guys was putting pressure on Brady. So it was pretty much kind of the same way as that. But it just lets you know he's, Patrick Mahomes is human. But to go to 3 straight, Super Bowls, that's still an accomplishment either way to me. So, but I
Okay.
mean, they got to give Philly credit. I mean, they had a good game plan. They won. So it's cool. I mean, I don't like either team, but somebody had to win. But that's
That's
just how
true.
I feel about it. I mean, you win some,
Yeah,
you lose some.
there you go. All right, Drew, how you feeling about Pat Mahomes' performance Sunday?
What really going on. So the Chiefs had to move their all-pro guard, which is 20, to left tackle. So that leaves uh, a backup guard against Jalen Carter and Big Davis. That was one problem right there. And the second problem is they miss Rice so bad. That been a problem from the rest of the whole season. That they really miss Rice. And like I said, the Eagles they just was killing their offensive line. I don't really think it was just Mahomes had a bad game per se. I mean, he had a bad game, but that old line couldn't block nobody. They couldn't block nobody. He called Hike, so he called Hike. He run for his life. Same thing happened against Tampa.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning Tampa.
Okay. Yeah.
I was going to mention it, but it was 3 years ago, so I didn't. But yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Hmm. Bandit, how you feeling?
It's crazy how overnight how we come from putting this man on a pedestal as the best quarterback who ever did it, this, that, and the third. He to go better than Tom Brady, to him losing a Super Bowl with a horrible offensive line, getting punch, kick, stomp, and power bombed on his back. And now he's done. He's washed.
Bandit,
I just don't get
Bandit,
it.
there's a lot of us have been talking about him falling off for like the last 2 years. What are you talking about?
It's the first I heard it. I'm just saying.
You gotta listen to the group chat more often.
Hey, Bandit. Hey, Bandit. You know what it is, Bandit? He's been so great for so many years. His bad year is better than most quarterbacks in the league. They say he has a bad year. It really not a bad year for NFL standards. It's a bad year for Mahomes. And he's
Right.
still on GOAT status. Don't get it twisted. He's still on GOAT status. He have a washed up Hopkins, a washed up Kelsey, and look at their record. Like, y'all being ridiculous, man.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't get how we go from to now he's here. Like,
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, okay, if you're just the record is the only thing that counts, but you have to add context to what you're talking about. Even though
Y'all just saying he's as good as his last game, then.
What?
Y'all just saying he's as good as his last game, then.
Well, everybody's as good as their last game, no matter what you play. I'm just saying when we have talking heads that are talking football, if you just sit there and go, well, he had a bad one game, he sucks for his career. No, you can't say that. But if you say, well, he won 15 games, he's got to be good. No, that doesn't matter either. You got to add context to that. There's a couple of games where he.
But you know what though? But you know what, Chris? They saying the same thing about Jared Goff too. By his record, oh, he's terrible. He's this, but he's still a good quarterback, and he still had one of the best seasons in Lion history. But yet you want to get on him. Yep. Let's have the same heat as we do with Mahomes and Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and everybody. Let's have that same conversation. But nobody wants to talk about that.
Yeah, correct. Right. But
I'm mad enough to talk about it.
Nobody ever wants to talk about when Patrick Mahomes has bad games, though. That's the problem. Everybody wants to talk about Jared Goff when he has bad games. You can't do that. You have to have the same energy, just like you're saying. So when Pat Mahomes has bad games, which he has had many the last 2 years, many, where the defense won the game for him, nobody says anything, oh, they won. No. The defense won. Patrick Mahomes did it. See, that same energy can be used both ways. That's what I'm talking about. The last 2 years, he's had games where if it wasn't for his defense, they wouldn't have won. They were probably about 5 or 6 games this year away, a defense play away from not even coming close to making the playoffs. Like that's how close they were. They weren't any different. And I'm not going to put them there but the Minnesota Vikings, you know how many games they barely won?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Then you would say, well, look at how many games the Minnesota Vikings won. But let's be real. See what I'm saying? You can say that. Wins are wins. We get that. That gets you the playoffs. But you got to put context into that. How good was the team actually?
Well, nobody was. Well, nobody was really picking Sam. Nobody was really picking Sam Darnold to do anything for the Minnesota Vikings anyway. But I get you with the matchups.
Yeah,
you got to.
Absolutely.
I believe in Sam Darnold. Hold on.
Yeah, I got a question for you then.
But does the Vikings believe in Sam Darnold? That's the question.
I don't believe in that motherfucker.
Do they believe in him or Dave McCarthy?
I bet you money the Vikings will probably keep. Would the Vikings rather keep Sam Darnold? Probably they'll keep him better than they would Kirk Cousins though.
Hey, Chris. So since you say that, then do you remember when the Chiefs defense was horrible and Mahomes was doing his thing? Would you say the same thing?
I gave him props.
Okay, I'm just asking. Okay, I'm just saying. All right.
I love Patrick Mahomes. I love
him too. I think he is the GOAT. So.
All right. I mean, I got to give him a few more years though. But
okay, I respect that.
Yeah, I still got to give him a few more years. I like to see because if he were to like all of a sudden, if he were to retire today, he's not the GOAT. He's the GOAT in people's minds, but he's not the GOAT because he hasn't played enough. So
okay. But you know he's still ahead of Tom Brady at his age now than Tom Brady was, right?
Correct, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm giving you an example because people are like,
for sure.
He's already the GOAT. Well, if he were to quit football right now, he would not be.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I respect that.
Because people then would go, well, he is because up to this point. No.
No, you can't say that. Yeah, you can't say that. Yeah. Right, you can't say that.
Yeah. So
we all know who the GOAT is.
When he was coming out of college,
we all know.
My homeboy.
Yeah.
Joe Montana.
My homeboy.
That's a whole different conversation for a whole different day.
I'm fucking terrific. I'm fucking terrific.
It's Joe Montana
from Michigan. From Michigan, but Tom tough fucking terrific.
If your team wins every game of the season by 1 point, you're the Super Bowl champion.
Exactly.
You could have the worst defense in the league, but all you have to do is win by 1 point.
You're right.
Every game.
Nobody cares how much you win, but as long as you win.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you they won. Yeah, but you got to put context to that. Did you really win? Your team won, But did the quarterback win, or was it the running back?
See, you can't say that though. You can't say that because we all a team. We all play the team. So
Thank you.
if the
like
defense
that.
gives
I like
it up,
that would be better.
we all a
There's
team.
no iron team.
Ain't no iron team. You can't say that.
Hey,
All right, so
hey,
we're
Drew.
gonna move on to the trades, huh? I'm sorry.
I say,
Go
hey,
ahead,
Drew,
go ahead.
you can't tell that the Lion fans because they think Jared Goff could need to play offense and defense.
Some of those fans out there.
Wake that up.
Holy cow.
Right.
Y'all do know we got some people that the teams are seeking trades for them, things like that. Who we got first? Bandit, Cooper Kupp.
I'm ready for you to switch. I wasn't even ready for you to switch, but yeah, we can do.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
You got it. You got it.
You sure? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's your show.
Okay. So they said, they released a statement Monday saying that, he was informed that they're seeking to trade him immediately, in quotations, immediately. Okay. I don't know. Let's see how y'all feeling about that. Like, what do y'all think about that? Let's start. Did Sergio leave? Is Sergio still here? No. Okay.
Sergio left.
He left. Okay. All right. Jamal, how you? What's your look on that? What's your take on that?
I mean, Cooper Kupp is still a pretty damn good slot receiver. I mean, come on. Other than like a Wes Welker or like a Julian Edelman from back in the day, name me another small receiver that was actually pretty good at what he was doing. He got down the field. He don't mind going across the middle. He don't mind taking the hit. He's that guy. I think a team that's going to pick him up, is going to be very lucky. In my book, I don't see why the Rams are even trading him because Puka Nacua with Matt Stafford and that offense, they can do some damage. Period. If Cooper Kupp would have stayed healthy, maybe they make some noise. But I think that's probably another reason they probably want to go in another direction. But I think a team that he's going to want to go to a team that's going to want to contend. He ain't in it for the money no more. He wants to go to a team that's going to be, he can make a difference on. So I think it's going to be, a team like the Texans, a team like maybe the Patriots, hell, a team like any team that's contending. He's going to want to go there. He doesn't want to go backwards at all. So he's going to say fuck that on that one.
Okay, Gridiron, what's your take on it?
All right. So I actually, as you guys know, I do have my X page that I do a lot of this kind of stuff on. So 5 days ago, I asked my my group of people on Twitter X, where do we think Cooper Kupp will end up? I've got 76 votes on this poll. The four options that I had given people were the Commanders, the Cowboys, the Steelers, and the Chargers. Does anybody have any idea who got the most votes?
Commanders.
Steelers.
Neither. So, and this is the one that I threw in as a dark horse that I actually believe might sneak up and be a real option, and it's the Chargers.
I forgot about that.
Cooper Kupp is a hell of a blocking wide receiver, and Jim Harbaugh, he loves to run the ball, and I think Cooper Kupp is going to fit perfectly with Herbert, with McConkey, Kupp, Herbert. I think that's a great option for them. Yep. That's kind of where I was leaning, and just Kupp's willingness to block is the big thing for me. His willingness and his aptitude in blocking and running the ball and just being a good decoy, a great teammate, being able to teach people. I think that the Chargers would be a great landing spot for him, but I do also really like the Commanders.
That was the first thought I had in my mind was the Commanders.
Yeah, me too. And then I was sitting here thinking, and I was like, you know what? The Chargers would be a great fit. He doesn't have to move very far. He's going from LA to LA. He's going from a great system to a great system, going from contender to contender. I think, it just seems like the writing's on the wall for him to go to the Chargers for me.
Yeah. Plus Herbert's more polished than Daniels is. So I would get why he'd want to go there too.
Okay. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, It's funny because the second that thing was posted, everybody in line, all the the Twitter Lions fans, whatever you want to call them, they're all, let's get him, not realizing that Amon-Ra plays the same damn position he does. They just want a name. They said, we'll put him at X wide receiver. It's like he doesn't play that. That's not his position. Like, so I don't know. But nonetheless, that was the place I wanted him to go. Was I figured the Commanders would be a good one. I totally forgot about the what you call it, the Chargers. So yeah, that's better. I mean, he's still good. He's still a good wideout. So yeah, I mean, he had injuries. That's the thing. If he can stay healthy, he'll be fine. But he's got to go to a place that has a good quarterback and has a good red game. Oh, that's the Chargers. You know, like, so he's got to have pieces around him. I don't think he's going for the bag. I really don't.
Okay. All right. Steve, what do you think?
Y'all funny with the Chargers.
Right.
Listen. I understand. I don't trust Justin Herbert. I got more trust in Bo Nix than Justin Herbert.
Wow.
He don't show up in big games. When it comes to big games, Justin Herbert he's missing in action like a milk carton. He's missing in action. I mean, I would like to see him in, like, of course I would love to see, Cooper Kupp with the Lions. But there's a couple other teams I would love to see him. I mean, I would like him with the Cardinals, with Marvin Harrison and all them, with Kyler Murray. That might work. You know what I mean? Or, Miami with Jaden Waddle and Tua. But that's just my thing. But
He's too slow.
I mean, Cooper Kupp is a Super Bowl MVP, so he still got a lot.
For the Dolphins, anybody's too slow.
Yeah, they look for track team, man. Whole track team, the relay team. That's all they're looking for.
Right.
You don't run at least a 4.240. Forget about it.
Right.
Hey, I knew Hill and Waddle wasn't going to work for them. I just knew it, but it is what it is. But I would like to see. But he still got a lot in the tank. I mean, he could surprise the people and stay with the Rams. You never know. But you know how this NFL is. So, but I feel with y'all Chargers, but I just don't trust Justin Herbert. I think it's a better chance with the Commanders. But are you willing to give up anybody for him to be there? That's the question with these teams.
Well, what are they asking? What are they asking for? What are they asking for what are they asking for when it comes to Cooper Kupp? What type of pick are they asking for?
Day 2 pick. So what? Second or third, or probably, you know what? If you give him 2 4s, maybe a 5th, I think you could get him out of there. Because when somebody's not motivated to move somebody, they're just going to end up cutting them anyway, and the other teams know that, right? So they're going to get whatever they can for him. They're going to get a day 3 pick. That's how. Same thing with Debo. It's the same thing that's going to happen with Debo.
If he gets too long in the tooth, if he's out on the market too long, teams are just hoping that they release him. But there'll be somebody. He's too good to. I think to be released. I think he'll go, but he's going to start dropping. The picks are going to start dropping if they wait too long.
I mean, look for a team that maybe lost a lot in free agency last year when they get their compensatory picks. Yeah. Look for them to just be like, oh, we can turn those comp picks right into Cooper Kupp or Debo Samuel.
Okay. Yeah, Drew, how do you feel about Cooper Kupp?
Oh, yeah. You guys said that he couldn't come to Detroit because Amon St. Brown played a slot, right?
Oh man, please don't say no. He's not coming to Detroit, man.
No. Let's hear me out.
No, I know.
Let's hear me out. So you said that right.
You're gonna have to give me a really good reason where you're gonna put him on Raw, because you've got the Y, the X, and the slot.
But hold on. Okay, but hold on.
Talk to him.
You know McConkey is the slot receiver, right? You know that, right? It's the same thing with the Lions. McConkey is the slot receiver.
But I know my team. I don't know the Chargers as well. That's why it made
he's a slot receiver.
I don't know the Chargers. I know my.
He plays the same position that Amon St. Brown play.
Yeah,
That's why I say the
Chargers.
Steelers. That's why I say the Steelers because they've been looking for a slot receiver the last 4 or 5 years. They need a slot receiver bad.
He's not going to
Especially,
the Lions. There's no chance.
especially if they're going to trade old silly butt over there.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Gridiron, how you feel about him going to the Steelers?
Yeah.
Who, Cup?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'd probably rather have Debo because I think Debo fits better with Arthur Smith than Cooper Kupp does.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, I don't like Arthur Smith. He's too old, man. His play calling is horrible.
Arthur Smith is going to be there. I think within the next 2 years, somebody stupid's going to give him another chance at head coach. So I think,
he's horrible, man. He's horrible.
Maybe a year or two, but I think when you look at it, if we can land Justin Fields, I think Debo and Justin and Jalen Warren, and I know we're not going to re-sign Najee Harris. So, we're
going to talk about Debo.
But, yeah, that offense looks a lot better than with Cooper Kupp. So, would I be mad? No. But do I think we have better options? Yeah.
Okay. Bandit, did you have your...
I'm about to shake things up and people about to get mad. I think he's going to go to Baltimore.
Oh, my. Just like LeBron James, man. Just like LeBron James. How many people do he need? He need the whole team?
Right. Damn.
Plus, it's not like
Baltimore can get as many wide receivers they can. They still gonna go through Lamar and Derrick Henry. Because
Lamar Jackson is pretty much gonna stand in the pocket for like maybe 1.5 seconds before he takes off. That's probably it. That's it.
I'll tell you, I could see Debo.
That's the Caleb Williams thing to do.
Now you compare Lamar to Caleb Williams, bro.
No.
I'm talking about holding the ball for such a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're both the same.
Oh no.
They both ain't won nothing. They both ain't won nothing.
You stop it, man. Your Lamar hate is real, man.
Oh no. Hey, listen, don't tell Bears fan that. They thought they was gonna win 15 games this year. We see how it planned out.
Ain't no hate over here, man.
Somebody said Lamar again, so
he overrated, man.
Oh my gosh.
I think he's going to Baltimore, though.
Man, did you think he'd go into the Ravens? So that was that's what you were shaking up.
Shake it back, baby. He can block downfield.
Okay.
Lamar needs people to block downfield. He can block downfield.
You can't throw the damn ball. I'm just kidding.
Y'all don't see him going with CJ Stroud.
He ain't throwing the ball after Mark Andrews dropped that damn 2-point conversion no more. Fuck that. It's just him and King Henry now.
If he does go to Baltimore, it would be kind of nice for, Cooper Kupp's been to the Super Bowl. He's been there. He knows what it takes to win. So he will probably be in like a Lamar Jackson's ear, be like, hey, I've had a quarterback who can get us there. This is what you need to do. You're on that same level, if not better than that quarterback. This is what you need to do to go ahead and get there. Because he's been there and he knows what needs to happen.
He did it.
I just be scared of Lamar.
Let's get to reality here.
They got Tank Dell.
Let's get to reality here. You in the AFC with Josh Allen and Mahomes. He ain't getting past them.
Who ain't?
It ain't happening.
Who? Lamar
Jackson.
Y'all just told me Patrick Mahomes can't do it again.
Because
y'all just told me Patrick Mahomes was sorry he can't do it again. Now you tell me Lamar can't get past him?
So who are the only teams in the AFC? Who are the only teams in the AFC that has a chance of getting past Kansas City?
Cincinnati.
Realistically.
Cincinnati and Buffalo.
Yeah.
Cincinnati and Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buffalo just blew their chance to make Kansas City in the playoffs. They don't get past them. So you can't say Buffalo.
But Lamar Jackson don't get past the first round, so he ain't gonna see him anyway.
Man.
If Cincinnati fixes their defense, then yeah, we can have that conversation. Because otherwise, Kansas City and Cincinnati gonna be shooting back and forth.
And Joe Burrow got to stop dyeing his hair too.
Leave her alone. Be Hollywood alone. Be Hollywood alone.
Let him be an individual, man. Let him be an individual.
Hey, man. Hey, he got to stop looking like Cody Rhodes, man. He got to stop. Just saying.
Lord.
I'm
Brian
just
said
saying.
Mahomes is a bum and he's cooked. It's a wrap for him. I mean, people are
Oh,
saying that,
now
but
he a
I
bum.
don't
Man, don't
take
be.
it
Come
too
on, man.
serious.
Hey,
Saying
wait,
Let's
that
be
he's a
real.
bum and cooked.
JJ,
I don't know.
JJ
I don't know about that
is
now.
Hey,
All right.
if he a bum, then Lions need to
They
be a
make
bum
this
then. So we can
this
win.
up.
That's insane.
All right. Who else we got? Who
James
else we
only
got
match
that's
because he busted his parlay with
looking
him,
up?
probably.
Right. We got who? Debo Samuel's next, baby. As far
Yeah,
as
we're gonna just talk. My bad. Let's talk about Debo, man.
I
okay.
just saw that
He on
picture.
the move too. He on the move too, y'all. Jamal, what you got to say about Debo?
You should.
He's been one out of Debo's been one out of San Francisco for a while, and it's Debo Samuel, not Debo Sanders.
Whatever.
Saying, oh.
Debo
That's
Samuel, I don't know who
okay.
that is.
Hey,
That's
put
okay.
it on a
He might
t-shirt. Put it on a t-shirt.
Right. But he's
Hey,
been
that's all right.
he's been
We know what you meant, Chris.
right. But regardless,
I'm still a
he's been
thug.
one out
I'm
of
still a thug. Still a
right.
thug.
He's been one out of San Francisco for a while because he wants to see exactly what another receiver can do. I'm not another receiver, but another quarterback can do. So he's been one out of that for a long time. And honestly, a team probably like the Washington Commanders. I can see him going there. So
Okay.
that's my pick.
All right. Gridiron, what you think?
All right. So ironically, I did a poll for this one too a couple days ago.
You on his grind. Go ahead, Gridiron. You on your grind.
Okay.
All right. So I said, where do we think Debo will end up next year? I gave a couple options: Panthers, Packers, Bills, Texans. I got 32 votes. It's actually, there's still 12 hours left on it, so there's 32 votes. It's not finished yet. The Packers are leading right now with 41%, followed by the Bills and Texans.
I like the Bills. That's why I'm gonna pick the Bills.
Yeah, so I like the Bills as well on that one. I think Debo Samuel will fit into that Curtis Samuel role that the Bills have, but obviously do a heck of a lot better. So Debo, James Cook, Josh Allen, that's kind of scary to me.
Shakur.
And then Shakir at slot. I mean,
He's nice.
And then it depends how Coleman develops, but he's got a lot of potential. He's a big receiver.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, the Bills could strike gold with Debo there, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Debo went down south to the Texans, and then got in line there with C.J. Stroud, C.J., Nico, Debo, and that just seems like it would be what.
Don't forget they still got Diggs though.
No, he out there. He gone.
Yeah, Diggs is free agent.
Yeah, he free agent. Yeah, 1 year deal.
And he's coming off an injury.
Yep.
And then
Tank Dell too.
Tank Dell, we don't even want to. You know what I mean? That's probably we'll have to visit that at a later date to see if he's even going to play again. But as far as the Texans and Bills, those are the ones that I like a lot there too. But I know that I have a lot of Packers fans on my Twitter, and they are calling for a number one wide receiver. Do I think it's Debo or Kupp? No, I don't think that that's quite what I think that they're asking. I think they don't know what they're asking for when they're asking for somebody like that. I think they're going to get a lot of the same as what they already have with Dobbs, Dontavian Wicks, and all those guys with Debo and Kupp. But yeah, I have a lot of Packers fans that are begging and pleading for a number one receiver.
Okay. Chris, what you think?
I mean, I agree with the guys. I mean, there's not much more to add. I actually didn't know he was going to be on the move, but yeah, I'd put him in the Bills category. That seems like a fair place to go. I see why the Green Bay Packers want him, but I think he would be more apt to go to a place that has a better chance of winning or getting to the Super Bowl. So, yeah.
I know Pittsburgh is, I think,
that was the team I was going to say.
They're like the betting favorite. The second or third betting favorite is Pittsburgh. I wouldn't put it past them, but like I said, he fits better than Cooper Kupp. But I don't know. They draft wide receivers so well. It's hard for me to say that they might take a veteran, but I wouldn't put it past them.
All right, Steve, what you think?
I I like Debo, man, but I don't think he was the same since the Brandon Ayuk situation. I don't think he was the same since then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still mad at him for we get Lions, but it's a different story. But yeah, it's just I think a better fit with him would be the Packers. It's because I think that would be more dangerous, and then with Love, if he should stay, if he can stay healthy, because he would be that number one slash with Watson. So for some reason, they always have injury issues with the wide receiver position. So he would help that, and he would teach those wide receivers, them young wide receivers. So I think that would be a best fit for him with the Packers. But long as he don't wear those outfits that he wears and has that purse, it's gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on now. I'm just saying.
He has a very unique sense of style, that's for sure.
Man,
I wouldn't call it unique, but it's something.
man.
Oh Lord, Drew.
Yeah, I went there. I know.
You ain't wrong.
Right?
Drew, no man had no purse.
Right. But a lot of them other teams really have the same or have players that are just like Debo. Be honest with you, the Bills, they got Shakur, and all these other teams, they got somebody that's similar. So even with, I know I've even heard some people even say the Chiefs, but they got somebody similar.
Damn, Steve, that's what I was gonna say. Took my idea.
But they got Pacheco. So, I'm just saying, but somebody gonna get him. But I think, he's been trying to get out of the 49ers for the last couple of years. So he don't want to play with Purdy no more. So, if he want to leave, let him leave. Just leave the purses at home. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't even that at the stove.
Yeah, he took my idea. I was saying the Chiefs. That was my team. I was gonna say the Chiefs.
That was your team?
Yeah, that was my take.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bandit, what's your take?
I was gonna say Pittsburgh, but Gridiron took me off like Steve took Drew, so
Oh Lord, we got one more person, correct? As far as moving on.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Good old Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford. Look at that. Huh. Interesting.
Oh,
okay. Jamal, Matthew Stafford, what do you think about him moving on? Like, what do you think he's gonna?
Matthew Stafford needs to stay the fuck where he's at. Okay, you're not gonna get a better offensive connection between him and McVay. Stay where the hell you at. You're in Los Angeles. Super Bowl will be there. Super Bowl will be there. Super Bowl will be there in about 3 years. About a couple years. Stay where the fuck you at and don't move. You all right? So you don't need to go anywhere. Just stay where you at. You got Puka Nacua. You got a damn good as a good receiver. You got a pretty decent running back right there. Just stay where you at. So if I was him, resign, do what you can, because ain't no sense in you moving.
Okay.
They talking about trading them.
Right.
And that's the problem. That's why I'm like, you got a great. Who are you gonna go to? You're gonna go in the draft. You're gonna go ahead and go after Russell Wilson. I'm gonna say they're gonna go after Russell Wilson, or they're gonna go after another veteran quarterback and stuff like that. This is a man who got you a Super Bowl ring. Stay where the fuck you at.
Okay. Gridiron, how you feeling?
I like the two teams that I could see. I like the Vikings, depending on J.J. McCarthy and his knee and how his recovery goes. I like a little bit deeper into that is the connections that McVay and Kevin O'Connell have. It's a very similar offense. They're very tight and good friends. Came from the McVay coaching tree. I think Stafford would be able to go in there, show Minnesota, show McCarthy what it's like to lead a team, be good with the team, and Kevin O'Connell can really scheme open a wide receiver like no other coach in this league. So I really do think that Stafford would be great with Minnesota.
Whoa, what? Don't do that. Don't do that.
I also think
they see his fucking wife twice in a year.
I'm gonna scream when I heard that. Wait, who? Where?
It's the
Don't-
dome.
don't-
It's the
don't.
dome for me because as Stafford gets
Bro.
older, he's going to get a little bit of that noodle arm syndrome. So being in a dome is going to fix that compared to my other two options, which is Tennessee to help Will Levis. I mean, Will Levis is a similar, not as good as Stafford, but he has a similar gunslinger mentality. So you can go down to Tennessee, or you can also New York Giants was my also thought. With Dable, I don't really like Stafford in the weather at Tennessee or in New York, New Jersey. So I would say the best spot for him would be Minnesota.
Okay. Chris, what are you feeling?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, Minnesota would be a good option for him, but I don't
Chris,
want
don't say that.
I don't want to see him. I just. Dang, he needs to just stay in Los Angeles. He needs to stay there. He don't need to come.
I don't even want him in the NFC no more, man. I'm tired of seeing Stafford, bro.
Yeah, I don't need him in the NFC North. That's for sure. Yeah, he does. He would be better in a dome stadium. That's probably the best place for him to go.
Here's a question for y'all Lions fans: would y'all trade Jared Goff back for him?
Hell no.
You can't trade back the man that
Okay.
gave you your first playoff win in fucking 32 years. You feel me? Like, no.
True.
What about the Raiders? The Raiders have a dome. They need a quarterback. That's another.
So that was my next. I couldn't remember if they had a dome or not.
I was about to say that.
That was a thought because it seems like that's where like the last people go. They're in the Jets. They kind of go to kind of like finish their careers off. But yeah, that wouldn't be bad. They got Brock Bowers there. I mean, that's a good one. Somebody today said they just need to drop. They could just draft a number one wide receiver. Their run game's not bad, so that wouldn't be too bad.
I need a running back.
Okay. Steve, what you think?
There's a couple teams I thought in particular. One might probably surprise some people. First team, I'm gonna say it's the Falcons. I think with those weapons, that could work for them. With
They didn't
London,
be a Falcons fan after that if
Pitts.
he moved to Atlanta.
I can say them. Yeah, go
Do
ahead.
you think that hurts Michael Penix Jr. though?
Yeah, man, he was balling.
He was doing well. He was doing well at the end of the season.
Not really, because I still think he's still in a learning process.
If he
So-
only played like one game or maybe two games, I probably would agree with you. But Michael Penix, I think, played 4 or 5 games. I think he was in a groove. So
Yeah.
that might be rough. It's not a bad place, though. Definitely would be a way for him to get to the playoffs. That's for sure.
Yeah. And then, Stafford probably ain't going to be there that long anyway. So Penix will just learn from him. He could.
2-year deal.
Yeah.
2-year deal. He comes in, becomes the stay for next year, and then he teaches Michael Penix the following year, and he becomes a backup.
There's no chance that any of that happens until they get rid of Kirk, though. They need to get Kirk off the books first.
I know.
Oh, that's going to be a done deal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't even
they're not going
expecting
to do
Kirk to
anything
stay there. That's why I agreed with that.
Okay.
And I would even say another thing. I would even say the Seahawks.
Who?
That may work too. Seattle.
All right, She Chickens.
Yeah, them too. With the weapons they got. DK, Charbonnet, K9. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Lockett. He got weapons for days over there. So
I think up there they're gonna give Geno Smith at least one more year to see what he can do with that before they decide to move on, or at least half the year. It depends on what they do, though.
Mhm.
hey, if he don't get hurt, okay, that's cool.
True.
But yeah, we'll see with Stafford. But I'm with everybody. I'd rather see him in the AFC. Really, that's just me. I don't want to see him in the division. I don't want to see him going to the Bears with Ben Johnson because that would just
No, they got Caleb. They believe in Caleb. They ain't gonna do that.
Listen, don't wish.
And remember who the head coach is. Somebody said with the Raiders. Remember who the new head coach is. He loves developing good, good quarterbacks. So, that could be an option too.
True.
could be, or they may have Hope and Aiden O'Connell too over there. So
Hell
they want to
no.
develop him.
You shaking your
I
head.
would
No.
want to see it.
No.
You got to look for that Chip Kelly, Will Howard connection from Ohio State.
Will Howard. Oh my
Get the
God.
fuck out of here, man.
What about that? What about Will Howard?
Okay.
What about Will Howard?
Okay.
Second,
He's
third.
not- he is not an NFL quarterback.
What about Will Howard?
Somebody with
Will Howard is trash.
in that first.
Did he just win the Natty? Did my quarterback just play flawless through the whole college playoffs? Don't
Okay,
speak
you
about
want
Will
to say
Howard.
that?
I don't want to hear nothing
Hey, you
about
want
Will
to say
Howard.
that? Hold on.
Yeah, about Will Howard. We ain't gonna do that.
You Will Howard friend
You
at
better raise my
K-State,
blood
he was
pressure talking
horrible.
about my quarterback. We ain't gonna do that.
He had one good year in 4 years. He was
Yo, man,
horrible.
what about this 1 year? The 1 year he was at Ohio State, what did he do? Don't.
Like, look,
Drew,
that's the one I
Drew,
know.
we ain't gonna do
Hey,
it.
Man, he's horrible, man.
Hey, Drew.
Possibility to move up in the third round to get him if he's still there.
The name O'Donnell and Will Howard should not even be brought up in the same conversation as Matt Stafford or any of these other quarterbacks. Yeah.
Yeah, Will Howard is
I
horrible.
feel you.
I could throw the ball to the first receiver, throw it up, he don't catch you. I could do that.
Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Can anybody in the college playoffs stop him?
No, I couldn't stop him.
Anyways, let's get back to Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford. Drew, did you have
Will Howard on
I got a wild card team. This is what I would do if I'm this team.
Right, I got two teams.
I'm trading Tua and bringing him to Miami.
Okay.
With his arm strength and that speed, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, but who gonna want to trade for a quarterback who got multiple concussions?
The Jets do it. They get all the garbage quarterbacks, so why not?
You bring in somebody.
Yeah, Jets are stupid. Yeah, you're right.
If Tua gets traded, he's gonna go somewhere and probably end up being a backup. Because like y'all was just saying, ain't nobody gonna want to put all their chips in on a guy who's one big hit away from being paralyzed forever.
That's fine. Once he leave us,
No, it's not fine. Don't wish that on nobody get hurt like that. No,
I'm saying it's fine.
That's not fine for somebody
Miami,
getting concussed. Don't say that.
When he leaves
Well,
Miami,
the only reason
Miami don't care no more. They got Stafford now. It don't matter what Tua.
But the only reason why Tua is even starting right now in Miami is because look at the money.
Okay.
You hear what?
Yeah.
What happened?
Because what happened, Jamal?
The party turned off their Wi-Fi. Jamal. That's fucked up.
I think StreamYard got an issue with what he just said, so they just cut him off.
McDaniel for the Miami. McDaniel, the coach of Miami, right? What tree he come from? What tree he come from? McVay, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the wild card. I'm just saying.
I got two teams.
Okay, well, Bandit, what's your pitch? Because you said you got two of them.
He's more of a Shanahan guy too, though.
And Gridiron Gang, for you saying Matthew Stafford, for you saying Matthew Stafford to the fucking Vikings, all due respect, sir. Fuck you. No, I don't want that.
I don't want to.
Fuck you.
Nothing personal. Nothing personal.
Nothing personal. It's strictly business.
Let's send him to Cleveland.
No, I'm just playing with you. Just messing with you.
Yeah, hey, we'll take him.
I'm messing with you. But I can see him.
You know that. Wait, you said
New Orleans?
I
can see him messing with so you gotta think. Kellen Moore was on this Detroit Lions team when Matthew Stafford was on here, so they might have a little connection we might not know about. You know, I guess
They money messed up though, bro. They money jacked up in New Orleans. They can't afford him. they might be hit for about next 3 years.
But, in another way, I think Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
Yeah, that's good too.
Don't shake your head, Grant. Game. You get a winning quarterback if you go to Pittsburgh. Winning quarterback who can fight through anything. That was a dog, bro.
And they said mobility. They asked Tomlin what he wanted in a quarterback, and he said mobility. If they go out and sign Stafford, no, it's not going to happen.
In Fields we trust.
I ain't scared of Stafford. I'm just tired of seeing Stafford.
Don't be scared.
God dang, like we're tired of.
I'm not scared of Stafford. I
ain't scared of Stafford. I'm just tired of seeing him. I'm tired of hearing about Kelly.
I know it sounds like you're scared. Sounds like there's a little bit of
tired of talking about Kelly.
So you're scared. You're scared.
Okay, so are we doing the halftime thing now? What are we doing, Betty? I couldn't keep up with the.
We can get to the halftime show. We can get to the halftime show.
What we doing?
You just said it. It's your show.
Are we doing? Oh, that's what we do. Okay, let's do that. Let me explain something to y'all. I absolutely love Kendrick Lamar. I love everybody that was on that stage, from Serena Williams to SZA to Kendrick to the dancers to everybody, right? Like, it had a whole meaning behind it. It was great. To me, it was great. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people hated it. Okay. We gonna go around the board. Who we doing first? Gridiron. What was your take on the halftime show? How did you feel? I mean, what was your take on that? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
I mean, I watched it. I liked it.
That's a good answer.
Hey, that's a real shit. That's a real shit.
It kept me intrigued, I guess. Like, I mean, I follow, like the whole beef and everything like that. So, like, I was, when he kept teasing the song, I was like, oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it eventually. So it's like, the one word that I could think of is just the dude is just diabolical. Like, Kendrick is just diabolical. And I just think, like, if you didn't pay attention to what he was trying to say or what like the things we're saying, like just the setup, the way people were moving up the stairs, down the stairs, different colors all coming together to be the American flag. It was very symbolical, but a lot of people, like, who don't know Kendrick Lamar just look at that and they're like, not for me. You know what I mean? Not for a lot of people. But I thought it was okay. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like I said, I watched it. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. And then after going on Twitter, seeing what everybody had to say about it, realizing some of the things that I missed, I'd probably say about an 8 out of 10, just because there was more of a message than just a concert.
Yep.
Correct. Okay. All right, Chris, how you feel about the halftime show?
Of course, you go to the white people first. I figured that. I just had to say something. I was waiting, dude, to see who you were gonna pick first, and I was like, I bet you anybody she's gonna ask Gridiron to me first. I knew
you are
would.
crazy.
I knew what I
didn't even think about that, crazy man. Oh Lord Jesus.
So I like Kendrick Lamar. I like the message he sent out. Like Gridiron went to as well. I like the fact that he had a Nintendo thing set up too as well. I like how he went from each thing, sending a message. I like Samuel L. Jackson as he was kind of portraying,
Black Uncle Sam.
Yeah, Uncle Sam. I love it. I love the message he sent across. Even Eminem had responded to one of his messages on, I think, Instagram or whatever, saying like good job and stuff like that. Yeah, I like the message he sent and everything. I mean, I'm not gonna rate it. I just think it was a really good show. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Steve, what you think?
God damn.
I mean, it was all right. I mean, it was okay to me. I mean, it's just I mean, I like Kendrick. He's a good performer. The Serena Sea walking thing, I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
You think that was a
Thought
little
she was
too
going.
much?
Yeah.
You think that was, okay.
Come on, man. Come on, man. And she just happened to wear blue. Come on now.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Well,
That ain't no coincidence, man.
No, you're right. You're right. I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I mean, Kendrick is a good artist. I listen to his music. Mustard. But I just had to say that. But yeah, man, he's a good performer. It was all right. I would give it like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Just he put everybody on there. He did what he had to do. I wish he could have had a better choice of clothes to wear, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. But
and that his necklace, the one that had the small A, it was for A minor. So I'm just letting everybody know.
A minor.
Yeah. And he is petty wop on that one, but it's brilliant thinking. All right, Drew, how you feel about the halftime show?
First and foremost is Kendrick is this generation's GOAT. I've been with Kendrick since his first album. So, and to me, I'm giving him a 10 out of 10 because the message was hit right on the spot.
Like Gridiron said, diabolical.
Yep.
That's a perfect word.
Cause he really a bully. It's kind of like well, my friend said this. It's like he got sucker punched.
He didn't start this fight.
He really did start the fight. If you want to be technical,
he got sucker punched, but he got sucker punched. But then he did all beating up. I'm just saying. Kendrick a person you don't want to mess with on that mic. He cold. He too cold.
He's very cold, very intellectual. I mean, he's very smart. Mm-hmm. Bandit, what's your take on the halftime show?
Petty. He petty as hell.
He petty wop. Petty wop.
Hey, when somebody call you out, you feel me? You gotta do it, man. Then just the fact that he was trying to sue, that was as soft as Ohio State. Don't let nobody plant their yard. You don't want nobody. I mean, that's just something to talk. That's the only thing Ohio State about soft about. But yeah, but he had to bring his ex-girlfriend out there to see walk on her. Like that.
No. Both of his ex-girls. He didn't. They were both of them.
Like that's crazy, bro. Like
that's something I would have did. I definitely did that.
See that's why I'm single now, because y'all be petty as hell. Y'all dudes be crazy. Petty.
Hey.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yo, just stop.
Here we go.
Stop it. You mean you don't act like that y'all can. Don't act like y'all can. That y'all women can't get even more petty than we can.
The man joke was coming. I knew it.
I'm clean petty.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Right.
Petty lapel. Okay.
It's coming out.
We don't. Natalie. Don't let us bring up what you did and how I went World Stars. Come on now.
Check the subject.
Right. But you see what I'm saying? Jamal, you've been knowing me since 1996, bruh. So you already know. I get it, Kendrick. We like distant cousins or something. So I totally get it. Jamal, what was your take on?
Like everybody's been saying, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he did what he was supposed to do, being petty as hell, you know what I'm saying? You're going ahead and you're performing not only in New Orleans, but you're performing in the same city and the same thing where, Cash Money
where's Donald Trump watching
that too. Exactly. Now the only issue, and this is a minor issue and stuff like that, is if I'm the NFL and you're looking for somebody to perform in a certain spots, you have to learn to read the room. Like, for example, okay, the Super Bowl was in Los Angeles. Who performed that Super Bowl? Dr. Dre.
Yep.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
So it was a West Coast thing. You're in New Orleans. You got so many. I'm just saying, you have so many Louisiana rappers and artists and stuff you can go to.
I'm about to say, Lil Boosie. If you would have had Lil Boosie at the Super Bowl, that would have been a rap.
But I'm just saying, you have so many artists that are in Louisiana. You can go ahead and just get on them. holler at them, be like, hey, you want to perform for the Super Bowl halftime show? That's what I'm saying. Just read the only thing I'm just saying is just read the room. Because next year the
Yeah,
Super
you
Bowl
don't
gonna be
want the
the
whole
next
Super
year.
Bowl and come out, everybody saying,
They,
nah,
they should have had
nah.
Jello sing that song or rap that song
Right.
on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Well,
thing is the Super Bowl.
speaking of reading the room, we had a young lady. Jamal, on mute for a second. Thank you. Speaking of reading the room, we had a young lady that is not used to getting booed. She just thought she's a NFL's star girlfriend and everything. So they put the camera on her.
You heard the Swifty at the end, though.
You gonna hear one of those Swifties now. Like, leave her alone. Leave Taylor alone. She didn't know they was gonna be that horrible that day. I mean, come on, y'all.
Listen.
But I mean, we don't necessarily have to go around the room because I know it's hitting almost an hour and a half. What anybody take on? Leave Miss Kelsey alone.
Look at here now. That whole city of New Orleans was damn near almost pro Philadelphia Eagles fans from the jump start. So you knew that was coming. Even when that bad call that happened on AJ Brown going down the sideline, that first bad call, you heard the boos and stuff like that. That was a pro Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl game yesterday. So of course, when Taylor Swift showing her face on the screen, they're gonna boo her ass. They're probably gonna boo her ass when she goes there to perform and when she does a tour or something like that. Trust me, she ain't gonna hear the end of this no time soon. So I'm not surprised.
My thing is, if you could take all the love, you could take all the hate.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure she's used to it.
That is exactly what I was going to say, Gridiron.
Yeah.
If you get all the fame, but you got to take all the criticism too. You don't get it one way. You got to take both ways.
This is Taylor Swift we're talking about. Okay,
she look cute right there. I love that color.
All the time she got booed.
I'm a Swiftie. I'm a fucking Swiftie, bro. Don't y'all talk about Taylor Swift on this network. You're not gonna have it. Not gonna do it.
I would love to see her as a blonde.
Bandit's such a
I would love to see her as a blonde.
I don't know, man.
Sorry, Tay Tay.
I don't know what that. She shaped like Gumby. I don't know. She shaped like Gumby, so I don't know.
Don't do it.
Why you gotta be so mean?
I mean, so we get up and we fall down. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, Tay Tay. I mean, you still the biggest pop star in the world, and Travis Kelce is still from Shaker Heights.
When you're worth $1 billion, does it really matter who boos you? I mean,
not at all. This ain't bothering her. She get booed at her concert style. So
she'll go right home to her $1 billion home and be laughing at y'all. Boo her.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
He's still gonna sell out tours and everything else.
Correct. So, I mean, at the end of the day, sorry, Tay Tay, but we still love you.
Some people.
What else we got, man? Was that
One more. Yo, shit. All right, see if we get these out.
You better know what you got.
Right, two more topics. And
okay.
Let's see if we get these out in 20 minutes. But first one is can he finally get his respect?
Yeah. Can he really get his respect, y'all? Come on now. Can he get his respect? He looked very, very good going into the with his nice little clothes on and he changed over to the Eagle stuff and he got a shine on. He flexed. He totally flexed. This is what I call a big flex. Okay.
Let Andrew go first. He been like he about to do a back.
Yeah, please.
Let him go first.
Did you watch the same game?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, what did he do?
Oh my God! Damn.
He barely had to where y'all passing. Right? Didn't the defense won that game? He didn't do nothing.
What?
Sure. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a prime example. You remember that?
You gotta put your reading glasses on when you start watching the game.
You remember that throw in the first quarter when he had the tight end wide open? They call that bogus, roughing the
pass.
Catch. That was some BS.
Or what? Yeah, catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely something. That's when I thought it was gonna begin. The cheating began, but it didn't.
But you know what it was? You know what we call that? He threw a radio ball. You can hear it, but you can't see it.
Could not do it.
It's
I
Look,
could not.
look,
the way he orchestrated that offense. You feel me?
this
Saquon didn't have a big game. That pass he threw to Smith was beautiful. The way he was giving AJ Brown
It
his
was wide open. I couldn't do that pass. It was wide open.
So how can you say he didn't do anything? The way he was scrambling and keeping the drives alive and everything else like that. That's why he was MVP. He had an immaculate game, bro. What are you talking about?
I said it last week. I said if Jalen Hurts plays his game, like literally, if he doesn't change nothing, if they Philadelphia doesn't change nothing what they do, they're better than Kansas City and they're gonna win. Now I didn't think it was gonna be an ass. I didn't think it was gonna be an ass whooping like it was, but that's literally what happened. Jalen Hurts played his game. He didn't turn. I mean, he turned the ball over once, but that was like almost a punt. So that really didn't. It really didn't matter that.
But he had a good game though. He threw a punt though. He had a good game though, but he threw a punt.
Yeah, but the defense, but Jalen Hurts deserves it. You know, he's always played second fiddle to everybody. Even in the national championship game, when they beat Georgia, he got benched for Tua. So he's never been respected, and they never gave him his credit. Now they gave him. Now he gets his credit.
Good for him. Good for Jalen. Drew Gridiron, how you feel about Jalen? You should, giving him his credit, his flowers.
Yeah, I mean, the matter of the fact is the Chiefs sold out to stop the run, and they made Jalen beat him, and Jalen beat him.
Thank you.
That's the easy. I mean, the dude had a little bit over 200 yards passing, which isn't crazy, right? Nothing to really write home about. But he broke a record with 72 rushing yards. Whenever you go out to stop Saquon, you're gonna leave rushing lanes open for the quarterback, and you're gonna leave passing lanes open for the quarterback. And he took what the defense gave him and got up big. And then at that point, they don't have to throw the ball anymore. That's probably why he only had 200 yards. He did what he had to do. He got up big. And at that point, you want to run the ball, run the clock, get the hell out of there with
He was still throwing bombs in the fourth quarter, though.
So I got the defense and get a pick six, and the defense and get about 1,000 sacks. I guess they ain't do none of that, huh?
But let's not act like that offense wasn't moving the ball, though.
The defense won that game for them. Everybody know that.
The offense didn't score.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It takes the offense to put points on the board.
Well, did great, but you can't.
He broke records, Drew.
Jalen didn't have a good game. I mean, that's just, I don't know.
Somebody got paid off.
Exactly. I know
somebody got paid
I know
off.
what's going on.
If the Chiefs would have won, it would have been rigged. Now that somebody got paid, the Eagles would have paid off. Y'all ain't never.
Chris, what you thinking? How do you feel about that?
The defense played an excellent game, and Jalen Hurts played an above average game. That's it. That's the way they won. I mean, if you could give the defense the MVP, I don't think if you could, they would have given it to the defense. I'm telling you, but they can't. They have to give it to an individual person, and no individual person did more than what Jalen Hurts did. Although, I mean, a couple of the guys had 2 sacks. They were pretty good, but that's not going to overtake. That's not going to overtake Jalen Hurts having 3 touchdowns, 72 yards rushing, and 220 yards passing. You're not going to get it over a quarterback. You'd have to have had 5 sacks individually to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So by default, it went to Hurts.
I think what broke Kansas City was that 4th down where they didn't convert, and then the very next play, boom, down the field to Devontae Smith. That killed that sealed the deal right then and there. Because if I was the offensive coordinator, I would have called the same damn play. We got him on the ropes, so we got him down. Now let's keep him down. Kick their ass down the field.
Didn't throw that ball.
Period. Steve, how you feel?
You knew who threw the ball. Jalen threw the ball. So yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Money
Exactly.
is it's paid off, Steve. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
Somebody got paid off.
Yep.
Nah, but for real, man, Jalen Hurts play well enough to get that MVP. I mean, yeah, like just like Jamal was saying, he's been going through things since the national championship, but that's how it is being an NFL player. You got to go through things to be better. And this is the same fan base who when they drafted Jalen Hurts, they booed him. Now they praising him. So, you know what I'm saying? The wishy-washy with it is I'm just like, okay.
Now hot day all over me. Back then they didn't want me.
Yep.
I said
Mike Jones.
Please don't.
But he did enough to win the MVP.
So we giving him his flowers. I mean, we're giving him his credit at this point. All except for Drew.
Yeah.
Right.
And shout out to Jalen Hurts for having as many black women employed by him too and doing it. I respect that. Respect that.
His whole team is nothing but black women, ain't they?
Whole team. I respect it.
Yeah. I
respect it.
And I definitely respect that. That's what's up. Bandit, which flowers? No flowers?
I hope he ain't got the same girls that Deshaun Watson had around him. Got him.
Hey, not too much on Deshaun, okay? Not too much, okay?
It's something about them. There's something about them brown quarterbacks that be messing up now.
But
Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker.
No, but kudos to him. Like I said, he ain't had the easiest career. Like it ain't been just so. You know what I mean, be a bitch, be booed, make it to the Super Bowl, losing. Everybody talking about you couldn't do it again and come back and repeat all to win an MVP. I salute him. Any person that got enough belief in themselves that they can overcome anything and they do it, can't do nothing but give them their flowers and give them their credit. So respect that.
You can expect that. You can expect. I mean, you can expect a whole bunch of cameos from people from Jalen Hurts on different shows and commercials since he won Super Bowl MVP. So that's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Turn that music up. I'm feeling that.
He's at the bar, man. He's at the bar.
I'm at the bar. I'm at the bar shooting darts.
That's what's up.
No, I'm at the bar shooting darts right now. I'm at a darts tournament.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck. You got it. Oh. All right. Bandit, what's that last topic we got?
Ain't more of a topic. Just let y'all know. Out of everybody that you know, who you think had the best Super Bowl?
Huh?
Best Super Bowl.
What do you mean?
The performance?
No. Best MVP. Who you think is the MVP of the Super Bowl?
Oh.
You mean the guy we just discussed?
You mean like player?
In your eyes, who you think it was? Because I don't think he was the Super Bowl MVP. Who had the best Super Bowl weekend experience? Like,
are you talking about this Super Bowl or history?
This Super Bowl.
Okay,
that's got to be Jameis.
Right. Right. He definitely did. He had a ball.
Dude was a crack. He's crazy.
Hey. Funny as hell.
He's got a job wherever.
Hey, listen. I was just waiting on him to say where the money resides.
Yeah, he had the best Super Bowl, man.
I mean, you look at this. Oh my God! Look at the powder that's coming off that thing. Oh my Lord! Look at the powder. Hey, hey. I believe I can drive this bike. I think about it every night and day. Yes, it is nothing better than this. Oh my God! Suggestion? A celebration. Can I help you with your celebration? Yeah. All right. I know at family reunions we talk about a cha-cha slide. I want you to slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross and eat a W and walk off that thing. I got you. Oh, he did it! Oh my God! I told him to do that celebration. For real? Yes. Slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross. I told him to eat a W. He ain't eating a W yet, but I know if they win, he gonna eat a W. Oh my gosh! Oh man, this is epic. Buddy, I love how much you love life. I've just been on the Jumbotron, and I technically celebrated in the Eagles end zone. Let's go! You are the greatest guy alive. No, bro, you the greatest.
Guys.
Yeah, my vote is for Jameis too. To be honest.
Real quick. So can
So basically, technically, he just scored a touchdown, had a celebration in the end zone.
Can you imagine if he goes to the Raiders, the pregame speeches that him and Pete Carroll would come up with?
Let me tell you, like, y'all know I'm a big Browns fan. Y'all know I love my Browns. But I really enjoy his. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with him next year, but I really enjoyed Jameis Winston this year. I'm not gonna hold you. I know it was some stuff that happened on the field that
I am so blessed
we weren't fortunate
to be
about.
in Cleveland, Ohio.
I feel bad for you.
I just love him.
Play in the snow.
I do.
I'm so blessed.
Hey, Steve,
to be here.
imagine working down there as a bartender and serving all these damn other fans that just constantly on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love my job. I never stop working there. But yeah.
Oh, I know how it is in Cleveland. Trust me, I know.
Me too.
The land.
I go to a couple of their games every year, so I know.
Period. Yeah, it's something. All right, Bandit. That was our last little topic or whatever. I'm gonna sum it up with 3 words. Is that okay? 3 words. All right. So Jamal, we're gonna start with you, Jamal. 3 words for the Super Bowl. Period. From the game to scoring touchdowns on your birthday to the halftime show to the results. 3 words.
Chiefs got punked. That's literally what happened with them. They got punked. There's no way else around that. They got their ass kicked. They got punked. Like from pretty much opening kick, they got punked.
Yeah. Okay.
So those are my words right there.
Okay. Chris, what's your 3 words?
Gosh, he took similar words, so I got to use something different. Got bowled over.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. Gridiron. What's your 3 words?
I have 2. So it's drafting season because the draft is coming up, and time to retool. Because that's what everybody's going to need to be doing. I'm a huge off-season guy. I love fantasy football, free agency, and that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to all that stuff.
I like the draft. I like draft prospects and stuff.
Yeah, I'm more so free agency and like that kind of stuff, but I am gonna do a deep dive into the draft this year.
Yeah. You gonna leave Travis Kelce off your fantasy football this year?
Well, see, the thing is, I inherited a dynasty team halfway through the season because somebody wasn't active enough. So on that team, I inherited Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, which is great.
Damn.
But then I also inherited the likes of Gabe Davis, Travis Kelce, Tony Pollard. You know what I mean? So, like, I have the quarterback position straight. So it just would be nice for me not to have to worry about tight end for one more year and just keep Kelce in there and upgrade everything else. That's all.
Okay. All right.
There's always David Njoku, but it's just a thing.
Or Brock Bowers.
What's your 3 words, Steve? For just how about to just sum up? Well, sum up the whole Super Bowl weekend and just this season overall. Like,
fly, eagle, fly. Fly.
You know what? Cheers to that, man.
All right, Drew. What's your 3 words?
Horrible ass Super Bowl.
That's 4 words,
Okay.
brother. But we'll get that.
No, Super Bowl is considered one word. You look when it's together.
Okay.
They join together,
Right.
Okay.
brother.
It's a
I'll let
compound
you get
word.
away with that.
Compound word.
Okay.
They join
All
together,
right,
brother.
Bandit, what's your 3 words?
Mine is for Lions, for the Detroit Lions organizations. You know, I got my overalls on. Time to go to work. And go to is a compound word. You can put them two together, though.
You can put them two together.
Yeah, Steve. Compound word.
Compound word.
Yeah, the compound word, yeah.
Bandit's, as you could tell from his spelling earlier, he's a product of Ohio.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey,
Leave
listen.
us. You better leave
Hey,
us. You
listen,
better leave us
when you
Ohio
looking
people
like
alone,
Farmer
man.
Ham,
Come on
you
now.
can get away with anything, man.
Come on now. You got 3 people up in here that's from Ohio now.
I don't give
I'm
a
proud to
Hey.
graduate.
Hey.
I'm proud to graduate from Ohio with my Ohio education now. Come on now.
I
It may
don't
be a
give a
minor.
damn. Y'all knew
It
what I
may.
was talking about when I
Hey,
said what I said
hey,
when I
listen.
said it, so it don't really matter.
Hey, listen. As long as you ain't a
It may.
Michigan fan, you all right with me, brother.
Oh no.
I'm not a
No.
Michigan
I
fan.
root for Ohio State all day long. So let's get that straight.
I'm a Michigan State fan. I am not a Michigan fan.
Hey, I'm a State fan too.
I'm definitely OH.
Oh.
I can
All
spell
right.
that.
OH
Period.
is a hoe.
I can
That's
spell
right,
that.
brother.
Yeah.
You
FSU.
spell it RING.
You said
Hello.
FSU?
Yep. David Wilson, my boy.
Okay.
Graduate of '05, brother. The U.
The who?
That's
Hey
Class
Steve,
of '05, the U.
You know I don't like you. You know I don't like the you. But you don't cut me
hey,
out here.
hey, Jamal. It's 2 schools he don't like: the U and the Gators.
Hey, the U '05 graduate. I'm happy as hell about that. But I will root for Ohio State. Like, there's no way in hell I can go against. I can root for Michigan. That's not in my blood. I'm sorry. Not
Well, we
sorry.
don't even
Amen.
say that word. We
Even though
say
I'm a
that
fan of
team
both,
up
but I'm more
north.
of a State fan.
I'm a State fan through and through. It don't matter.
Period. Well, my 3 words is towards the NFL draft concerning the Browns, and it's please choose wisely. That's all I gotta
Choose
say.
wisely.
It don't
Please,
matter. It don't matter.
I'm
The
I know
with
it's
Browns
you
not
on
need
gonna
that
make.
one.
the
I know it's
Browns need
not gonna make
everybody.
that much of a world of
You
a
know,
difference.
you know
I
The
they
Browns
am
need
with
Travis,
you on that one.
Travis Hunter,
you know the
Shador
Browns don't
Sanders,
it don't
draft.
matter.
Cam
It don't even
Ward.
matter. Y'all need everybody. Let's go ahead, close your
Well,
eyes and
that's
go in
what I'm
dark.
saying. We need everybody, but at the end of the day, it's like I said. Please choose wisely. I know it's not going to make that big of an impact, but it's definitely going to show that you got a little bit. It's working up here, and let's use that and let's choose wisely because you see what the Cavs doing. They choosing real wisely over there. Let's be clear. Let's wake that up.
You see what
Yeah,
Detroit
but
did today
Let's
and
wake that
Boston.
up.
They ain't choose
but the
wisely when they played Boston.
but the
So, but
Browns
okay, yeah, okay.
the
Hey,
Browns have been
Jamal,
browning.
never
You know.
bet him never bet him when it's the Celtics because it's
Oh
something about betting
no.
against the
We
Celtics that
no. I'm gonna continue this bet with him when it comes to Boston. We got to see it one more time this year. Oh,
we
trust
do.
me, we gonna have a. Trust me, when it comes to the playoffs, if we meet up or when we meet up, whenever, oh, it could be a bigger bet on the line for this one. If
Oh
we
yeah,
Yep.
meet up for the win,
I'm
so
gonna take
no
part
doubt
in
Y'all
that.
about
ain't
it.
gonna
I'm gonna
get
take
You
past
might
part.
want to keep
Detroit in
your
the
money,
second
brother.
round.
You might want to keep your money.
I called it.
All right, y'all. Well, you know what? This is it. I mean, I really enjoyed my time here, y'all. This was a really good show. And make sure, are we gonna shout out our sponsor right now? You want to shout them out real quick? Shout out, big shout out as always every Tuesday. Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's. Great subs, great food, great customer service.
A
All that good
sub
stuff.
from above.
Sub from above. There we go. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're going to go around the horn and let everybody know to find us where they can find us. All right, Jamal, where can they find you?
You can find me on every Thursday night around this time with the Sportscast with a K. And you can find me on Facebook and you can find me on IG. That's exactly where you can find me, y'all.
Period. All right, Steve, where
Time,
can they
man. This
find
ain't
you?
new way.
New Breed 313 Sports, all platform, and also I have a main one which is 313 The New Breed Real Talk, and I'm also part of a sports podcast D313 XP. Myself, DC1, and Noma J 313.
Okay. Cool. Drew, where can they find you?
Facebook and Instagram right now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Gridiron, where can they find you?
All right, so you can find me on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, at Gridiron Games. I'm going to be starting to run. Actually, tomorrow night, I'm going to run my first way too early redraft rankings. We're going to do all the way from quarterbacks to defense. So I'm going to give top 15, I believe it was, for all the big positions, then defense top 10. So I'll be doing that tomorrow at 9 o'clock on Twitter on my page. So if anybody wants to tune into that, I'll be doing that. But yeah, that's what I'll be getting into, doing some deep dives into the draft and doing free agency rumors, running polls to see where people think that these guys are going to go.
Okay. All right, Chris, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Crazy Hockey Fan. You can also find me on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24. You can also find me on Thursdays with Keegan talking Detroit Red Wings hockey. We'll be doing a special edition this week. It's going to be the Four Nations, because this whole week there's no hockey except for the Four Nations. It's kind of like an all-star game. They broke it down into 4 different nations: Finland, Sweden, Canada, and US, and players from that represent those nations are going to be playing on those teams. So it should be really good hockey. Very interesting uniforms. They were in short supply. I don't think you can order them anymore. They're really awesome, really awesome jerseys, but they were like the original jerseys were like $250 a piece, and then the special order ones were like $500. They're some crazy prices, but yeah. So that's where you can find me.
Okay. All right, Bandit, where can they find you?
You can find me right here.
Trying to learn how to spell.
Find you right here. Okay.
Right
Hey.
On DetroitFanReport, you feel me? Neil Green Senior on Facebook and on X. I appreciate the 245 people watching. You gotta do us a favor. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. And we're here. Shout out to the host.
What else happens when we hit 500 subscribers?
I'm gonna let you tell it, Chris. Hey, Chris, I appreciate you being born with short, man. I'm glad you had a healthy, successful surgery, man.
Yeah, I was. Back, yeah. So for all those that don't know, I had heart surgery on Friday, an emergency. I went to the hospital not knowing, and by 6 o'clock I had to have surgery on an artery. So and then they put me back to work like 2 days later. They didn't even give me any leave or time off. So
terrible.
That's the way the military works, unfortunately. But yes, I'm just.
Well, prayers to you, my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank God you had good surgery.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let them know, Chris, what happened.
But if once we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to raffle off or give away a Lions, Tigers, Red Wings, or Pistons jersey for free to one of the subscribers.
Okay. Y'all know y'all want one. Come on. Y'all already know. So yeah, like Bandit said, hit that subscribe button. Y'all can catch us here every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Don't miss
okay?
Jamal.
I know that. Right. Get it, Jamal. Get that money.
Get that, Jamal. Because you know he can hear us, kinda.
Right. And you can find y'all can find me here all platforms, okay? Twitter, Facebook. It's the SportsDivah with the H, okay? Instagram, Facebook, all that. So until next time, we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week. Peace out.